to KUNGFU.LIFE YouTube channel. I'm Shifu Yan Xin. Today I'm going to share with you this very cool movement, flying and side kick. This movement is very common in Kung Fu training. It's one of the movements we train in advanced level, the foundation movement. It's not only this movement is looking very cool, as you can see, and also it's very useful as well. So let me quickly share you how we're going to do this movement. And then after this one, I try expand why we do this movement. Okay, let's get into it. First, always safety first. As you see, we're jumping around, so it's better to warm up the joint first to reduce injury. So get down a little bit, bend your knees, stretching, hamstring, left and right, and the knees and ankles. Now, I think the best way can warm up a little bit longer. That would be good because I warm up already, so I don't want to waste your time again. So let's straight into the movement. First movement is a side kick, which means that involve from the side kick. This flying, you just out of the flying and then kick the movement. That's why we call it flying kick. First we're going to practice is this one. If the left leg at the front, you just need a little bit step, make yourself comfortable and ready up. Then move your knee up, the same time step up and landing. This is step one. I do it again. So see this step generate the power forward and up. The knee the same time landing nicely. This is where you practice control. You can practice more times. Next one, we're going to concentrate the distance. How long you're going to fly. So first step is generate the power. And the second one is roughly you're landing about a meter. This is for your training purpose. In the end of the day, when we use this movement as a combat movement, this can traveling depends your opponent how far is. If they're training 2 meters, you need to jump 2 meters. For example. And so I give you some idea, you can see. This about me, it's about 2 meters. So if I'm going to use this, it will be like mong. Then you have to one more step and 2 more steps. Keep the range a little bit more closer. And then you're able to fly in again. It's all about how you're going to use the movement. So for training purpose, we just try jumping about a meter far. See, that's the decent step. Okay, that's the second one. Third one, we need a timing match your kick. It's that you watch me first, you step you up, then kick. So jumping and side kick. Watch me again. You step, you up and push. Almost on the high, you're dropping down almost same time, boom, kick out. Now pay attention, see my movement. Step up and push. Right? Do not already move. It won't generate any power to your kick. This kick is alright, but my opponent is very heavy. That's for the kick. The other movement you need to notice when you kick, try avoid when you kick the hip is the front like this. I need to be more side. It's a pushing. So you can see pushing. That side we call side kick. That's for that one. Next one we're going to be more focused on this, how you're landing. Landing they basically have 2 ways. One is after kick, you're landing by one leg and dropping it nicely, you can do continual movement. This means is that this kick power probably take you 80% power, no full power. Because you have to think about after kick, then keep your balance. So you're 20% less to maintain your balance. The second type of a kick is landing. That's take a more full power because you won't worry about the balance. Does it make sense? So if I do this one, I step in, I can fall over. Then I up. Because I landing, I won't worry about the balance, so I can fall power, boom, and landing here. Feels like 100% sure I can kick on the target. Okay, that's we want to practice this one. I just explained. They have different ways of training this movement. Other thing you need to notice is that the steps can always adjusting. This is the foundation of how you start with, which means the left leg, one step, generate the power, make yourself comfortable, then you up. Other situation, if you need more space, more steps, help you jumping high, jump smoothly, you can do more steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Doesn't matter how many steps you do, the last position is this leg. And to help you to generate the power. That's the steps. You can always, but then look at clearly. So, 1, 2, bam. Oh, if it's necessary, 1, pa. Just one step, you can do the work. Also, both legs can work. You can use the left leg, kick your right leg. Or you can use the right leg, step, kick your left leg. Bam. Once you practice the movement well, you can change different legs, positions, and distance. Okay, now, before we move to explain why we do this one more thing I need you to practice is that before you real kick, most of us, we miss the timing to kick. We focus too much about just kicking. We forgot about how to step and jump. Then is the kick. So the kick is last. So during the training, maybe slow down your pace. So you can be step, riding, leg, kick lower, don't kick high. Step, push. So let your muscle remember the step 1, 2, 3 and go. That will help you actually fast to master this movement. Instead, you keep going, wow, that's nice. Wow, that's nice. So it's very hard to know, to let your muscle to recognize the steps. Okay, next one we're going to do, explain why we do this movement. There's so many movement. We can do side kick, more efficient, more fast, more stable. Why we need these fancy things? Well, I mean, looks more fancy. In the combat situation, it's always changing. Sometimes we have self-defense, long distance self-defense. Sometimes we have a small range of distance. So movement, of course, more movement you can adapt this situation. That's for one combat. The second, you may be thinking, who are going to wait in there and let you starting kicking? You can't just say this movement as a single movement. Usually when movement is everything happen beforehand. This is just one single step during this situation. Does that make sense? So, for example, for combat will be when you do this, it's just like two people sparring together, right? You're moving around. Then you have some movement, bang, 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 oh, bang, a bang, a moving, right? Sometimes your opponent, you will be like, wow, moving around. So that is the gap, how you fit in different movement, right? So for example, I'm moving, and I'm moving, right? The opponent moving back, you actually adapt this movement, step in the ground, give a kick. So movement is just a tool, but how you use this movement, how to apply the different situations is by us, by practitioner. So that's why we practice this one. And the other reason is that when we practice movement, actually is building up our body flexibility, or shall we say agile. So during the training, you have to make your body able to moving. You don't only want to become like, oh, be more stable, because not everybody is same as that type of strong. So there's jumping, you're training our nerve system and balance more while. More you jump, your body knows when is the timing, lie down and falling down, and gradually your nerve system is very strong. The situations is just naturally protect you or support you. That's why in Kung Fu we have so many movements that we need to train to let our body to understand them. Or shall we say use the muscle to understand them. Okay, that's the why. Again, so this movement is a part of one of our advanced level training movement. So when you train this one, just make sure you are safe, right? We don't want to become very cool movement and injure ourselves. That's the rule number one. Safety always first. You have to look after yourself well. Okay, that's it for this week's video, and I hope you enjoy that. And if you need more videos and more detail for how to start in Kung Fu step by steps and structure whole Kung Fu system, welcome to check our website. There is we are teaching every details for the Kung Fu movement and the forms and da 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 da. Okay, you take yourself all the best.